So we are back with another unreleased devices video. Alright, so starting off, we have 3 different balloons for each supply box, and I think it's actually pretty cool with the Christmas one right here, because I don't think they added this texture for the supply boxes from the last Winterfest. And I don't know why they removed this one, because it's actually pretty cool, like with the gift thing on top, and it's kind of like wrapped. I think it's pretty cool. And then we have the birthday one. Now the differences between these balloons with the current one is that the current one has arrows pointing down, and this doesn't. It has like a little more stuff to it. I'm not sure why they always do stuff like that, but because these are really cool balloons, like with the, you know, pink, blue, and then red balloons around it for the birthday one, and kind of like a bow tie too. I think it's pretty cool. I think they changed the balloon ones from last year. Then we have the original, like I just showed why the differences are pretty weird, but it's pretty cool though that we have this in here. And then we have Lars van with no tires, and there we go. That's like the thing with this one. It just kind of has like that glowing kind of effect to it. And there's no balloon also. And then we have a starship from Star Wars. Now the thing about this one is that like the copying thing, see, like you got to go right here to copy it. Pretty weird. I mean, I'm not sure where this is from. I know this is from Star Wars, but I'm not sure which movie or show or anything like that. And then we have another Star Wars vehicle. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think I've ever seen this, but yeah, there's no collision, I don't think. Yeah, there is no collision. So there is like no name for it, but yeah, I know this is definitely from Save the World because they have stuff like this. And then as we move on, we have another battle bus. This one moves. I'm not sure why it moves like that, but yeah, it like moves. So I'm gonna try to pick it up and see how it looks. So there we go. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it does stuff like this, but let's kind of resize it. Let's see what happens if I do so. So look how big that is, and like all the particles. It looks pretty glitchy right here with the mirror and stuff. And then this part, yeah, I think we've broken this device like that. And then as we move on to the meshes, like the smaller ones, we have Wolverine's claws, which I think is pretty funny and pretty dumb at the same time. And then we have Scarlet Witch's hair and cape. Now we do have like the like real one at the end right there, but yeah, you just have 2 pieces. You can have her hair and then her cape. And then we have, I'm not sure what this is called, but it's like the crystal things where you can pickaxe them and like 5 of them spread out and you gotta like collect them and stuff inside the world. And then we have the dungeon keys right here. We have 3 of them. I don't think I've ever played that mode inside the world. Still pretty cool seeing these and create them. Then we had the witch's broom from the Fortnite mares. I'm not sure why they didn't bring that back last Fortnite mares because I love the broom, but yeah, we have this. And then we have 3 different speakers. Now I think these are like unreleased sounds. So yeah, we have music pack, Lars, Henge, and then we have, I think, like the song right here. Yeah, another music. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever got this to work when I try to fool around with it. And then we have the sideways chest right here. You can't open these because it's like a device with a different mesh on it, so you can't. And then we have the Astro World backlink for the Travis Scott like Astro skin, which I think is pretty cool. You have like the Ferris wheel. It's kind of like a whole fair in this place, which I think is pretty cool. And then we have a battle star right here. Let's pick up this. Yeah, the hitbox on this is very big. Let's see how. Oh really? That's how big it can get. Wow, look how small it can get. Just like the Among Us, how small that can get. Oh my god, I accidentally deleted it. All right, let's move on. So we have the battle star right here, kind of moving up and down. I'm not sure if this is like the exact, or you would have to find the battle star from the loading screen, but yeah. And then we have like the character devices right here. We have a clone trooper right here, just like the Midas pose actually. Yeah, it's the Midas pose. And then we have the skin that never released in Fortnite. This was from I think last season, the heist kind of challenges they did. And then we have Peely, which I think is pretty cool. Let's resize Peely. Look how big Peely can get. I actually like these with these different skins and stuff. Then we have another clone trooper with, I think I remember that pose, but I can't really think of the skin. And then we have Midas. I actually like how like the poses move and them blinking and stuff. And then we have the Kid Leroy right here with the concert emote, which I think is pretty cool. You can actually change, which I'm gonna do in a little bit, like the skin of it. And then we have Scarlet Witch, who I was talking about earlier. I think it's pretty cool also. We have Scarlet Witch. Alright, so let's move on. So I actually resized this just to get it this big. And so we can actually go right here and change the character to anyone. So we could change it to Jonesy. So let's change it to Jonesy. And then we got Jonesy singing a Kid Leroy song, which I think is pretty cool. That's how big as it can get. But let's change it to like a different skin. Let's see how it look, maybe a 0 or something. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool with all like these emotes and stuff and how big the character is. What about Penny? I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely a big skin, right? Alright, so moving on to the 3 barriers we have. So these are actually 2.0 barriers right here. So we have 1 and 2. I'm not sure if like they're in 2.0, but I remember seeing this when you first loaded up. So we actually can't go in here, even though it is set on hollow. Is it set on hollow? I think it is. I think when I set it on hollow, it turns into that. So it's pretty weird on that. So this is like the outside. So it's like this one and this one combined in 2.0, but I think it's pretty cool. So we have the Deadpool one that actually works when you go inside of it. You just see Deadpool's logo on every like side that you look in, which is pretty weird. Now when I first saw this, I thought this was like Chrome, but as you go into it, kind of like this like weird, I'm not sure what this really is, but I think it's still pretty cool. It's pretty like weird. It's like kind of like Venom in a type of way. play. But yeah, so let's move on to the block right here. So this is actually like a block piece that you can copy and resize it as big as you want almost. So the render distance is pretty bad. Wow, look how big that can get. So let's delete that. Hope I don't delete that one like I did the Astroworld thing. And then we had the chapter 1 volcano, which I thought was pretty cool when they brought this in. Now it could definitely get pretty big. You probably get it as big as you want in 2.0, but not in 1.0, because I'm not sure. Maybe you can't. Let's see. I'm trying to get it placed, but maybe like the height is too much. So let's place it as big as that. So the render distance is very bad on this. You definitely tell that this is actually the chapter 1 because I think this is the chapter 1 one, yeah, with the lava and stuff in it. Now there is no lava, but you can definitely tell there should be some lava in it. I actually did add some lava down here. We have 3 pieces. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces actually, and I filled it up in the middle. But this lava, I think it's pretty cool. The cool thing about this volcano is that it kind of has steps, as you can kind of tell. See, like it goes right here, and it kind of like goes down all the way over here, which I think is pretty cool. So these are all of the devices that I have, from the balloons, the vehicles, the meshes, the radios, the characters, the barriers, the block, and the volcano. So let's move on to the guard spawners that I have. All right, so we are in another island. As you can tell, the memory is pretty high. Now in the other map, we had a total of 40k memory. So if you add up the 63 and the 40k, it will go over 100k. Now I don't want that to happen. So I have a total of 18 guard spawners in this map currently. Now let's start off with this robot. I think this robot was from the Marvel or like the drones and stuff. I'm not sure though. Then we have this wolf skin that got released a couple of days ago, which is actually pretty cool. Now we are going to start the game and see how they look in like these guard spawners, like these different skins. And then we have the scientist. I think it's pretty cool. And then we have this marauder skin. I think it's the marauder skins. And then we have Midas himself. I actually think it's pretty cool to see these skins like in these guard spawner devices because you can make your own different type of bosses and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. And then we have Travis Scott, the impulses above his head. And then we have Darth Vader. I think it's pretty cool. Then we have this another unreleased skin that we talked about earlier. This one in the back too, the male and female, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not sure why they haven't released these skins because as you can tell, they look pretty sick. Now I'm not sure if this skin was released or not, but this is the no sweat insurance like henchman skin. And then we have another clone trooper with the red. Then as we move on, we have a stormtrooper. Then we have Scarlet Witch. And I think this is another marauder. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure what they call these. Yeah, and then we have Renegade Raider. And the cool thing about this is that when you turn into a Mystique and you kill any of these people, you can turn into the skin, which I'm gonna do. And then we have the Mr. Fresh Agent skin. I'm not sure. I think they call this Reflex. I'm not sure though. But this skin is definitely rare. And then we have another stormtrooper. I'm not sure. Wait, was this a stormtrooper right here? Yeah, I think it was. Maybe there's just 2 of them. And then we have, okay, so we already went over that skin. And then we have Peely to end it off. Now I'm gonna start the game and I'm gonna turn into Mystique and I'm gonna kill these people and see if my skin transforms into those people. Alright, so as you can tell, this is not fake. When I start the game, you see the Midas, the Peely, and all the other skins that I went over. So we're gonna kill the unreleased one. So let's kill this robot first. So we're gonna kill him, 1, and then let's go over here just in case he starts to attack me. So let's transform into that skin. Let's see if it actually works. I think it should work. There we go. We are in this unreleased skin. I think when you walk, you can like the metal footsteps. I'm not sure though. That's a pretty cool skin. Alright, so let's move over to this Marauder skin. So let's kill him. So they're actually one shot. Get a little one tap. So let's go into the skin. And man, we are another unreleased skin. The skins remind me of them like being in Saved World or something like that. Alright, so let's do another. Where's that other Marauder skin at? Here we go. So it's the female one. Let's end her. Let's transform into the skin. Boom, there we go. Another unreleased skin, the female one. It's actually a pretty cool skin. And then we're gonna go into these ones. So I gotta make sure I get the right one. So let's get her out. Okay, all right, let's transform into the skin. Then we're gonna get the male one right there. But look at that. We have this unreleased skin. It's actually a pretty sick skin. It actually looks clean, like with the ski mask on and like the outfit overall. So let's kill the male. Alright, so let's transform into the skin. Look at that, we are the male now. I think that's pretty cool. Now, where's Renegade Raider? I don't have Renegade Raider myself. I know a lot of you kids out there want the skin, so let's transform into the skin. Man, we are now Renegade Raider. I don't have the skin. We're gonna be build. Cool. Let's move on. Let's see what else we can maybe transform into. What about... There isn't... I have Travis Scott and stuff. We have Peely. There's really nothing else that I could transform into. Now, I am gonna be getting a lot more meshes and guard spawners, so make sure to subscribe. Now, if you want to know if I'm giving away these, you're just gonna have to wait until June. But if you do want these now and you're very desperate, you can always join the YouTube membership for 99 cents. The only reason why I do this is because I don't have enough time to give it to everyone. But during June and maybe July, I may have some time on my hands to do something special for everyone. So what if I kill this furry right here? So I'm gonna kill this furry skin. I know the skin was released a couple of days ago, but I actually want to see how it looks when you're wearing it, okay? And there's like a squirrel and stuff, is there? Yeah, there's like a squirrel in my pocket right there. It's not a bad skin. I don't like the tail. I think that's kind of like in the way, but we're not going to be reviewing these skins. I just want to test out the unreleased ones. So yeah, I think this is it for today's video. I'm going to be doing more videos like this for the past 3 videos revolving around these unreleased devices and stuff. They're going to get better as I get new stuff like this, like all these scar spawners and then, you know, the Astroworld backbling, the balloons and stuff. So like I said before, want to keep updated on all this unreleased stuff and maybe even the giveaway. We'll see about that. Make sure to subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one.